Welcome to episode 4 of the T.O.D. Project, brought to you by Triumph Company with your hosts, Marcella Scott and Jared Klein. Today on the T.O.D. Project, special guest Matthew Carnes along with Marcellus and Jared will be diving into Matthew's experience within the military, his journey in entrepreneurship and business, the essence and importance of the mindset and the meaning of dripology. Make sure to get connected with Triumph Company on Instagram at Triumph Company US, as well as visiting their website, triumphcompany.us, while using the code TOD10 for 10% off your order at checkout. Also, make sure to follow the TOD Project on Instagram at TOD Project. Finally, make sure to follow our special guest Matthew on Instagram at Matthew, MATTHEW_Carnes, CARNES_1. With that, sit back, relax, and open your minds for today's episode.
Drop top, I'm spitting it, ayy. Undefeated in the drop top, I'm spitting it. Every building it just swallow like a cinnamon. Never made them invisible with a pedigree. When I see you, better keep up with that energy. I stay undefeated, always go bad for now.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the TOD Project. Today we got a special guest, my man with the plan, Matthew Carnes, bro. Just thankful to have you on this podcast. This is the 4th episode, and I'm so grateful for us to be able to do this tonight. So, Matt, how are you feeling, bro? And Jared, how are you feeling?
Matt, you go first.
Okay. All right, man. Yeah, it's your show, but I appreciate you guys having me. It's cool to see you guys doing this. Me and a friend had messed around with doing one of these. We call it Boss Talk, and we're gonna get back to it eventually. But we've been out trying to make boss moves, so that's why we haven't been doing it lately. So I'm glad to see you guys picking up the slack on the podcast.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Marcel, to answer your question, I'm doing quite swell today. I had a really good day. Kind of a little stressful middle to the day, but turned out well. Girlfriend came home. They make everything better. So.
Okay. All right, then.
Hey, I wasn't nothing sexual. She just makes me happy. She just makes me very happy.
Oh, bro, no, I wasn't thinking nothing like that. Okay, maybe I was. Hey, Matt, what's going on, man? I was gonna ask you about, man, being in the military. Like, what about the military really helped your mindset to, go ham and do your boss talk and be an entrepreneur? Because I know you were an entrepreneur at first, and you started in the Army and then you expanded out. So what happened in the Army to allow you to be able to, make that next step, and how was it in there for you?
Introduce yourself first. Tell the people who you are.
Introduce yourself.
For sure. Do you guys actually have people watching this show yet?
Yeah, bro. We got
people. We got
that's what's up. Because me and my boy, we might get like 20 YouTube views of friends and family and whatnot, but we knew good and well we wasn't really gonna get views, so we were just doing it for us. Like, the type of revelations we were having on the show, just talking stuff out, was crazy. But anyways, what's up, everybody? I'm Matt. People call me Big C. My last name starts with C, that's why, and I got a big cerebellum, is what I always say when people ask. But I'm playing. But basically, I'm just here to talk about anything and everything. That's what we do. We just talk about life and becoming better, right?
Always.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, sorry about
that. So what did you do in the military?
So I'm actually still in. I only have a few months left. I'm gonna be out in March. I was an Apache helicopter mechanic. I don't know if you've seen Apaches in movies. Like, they're the ones that come blow shit up. So,
Damn. Okay. So you really fly. You know how to build the airplanes and everything. You know how to fly.
I wouldn't say I build them. I just fix them to when they break, which is quite often. So I mean, I don't even do that anymore. I don't really touch the bird anymore. I've just been focusing on getting ready to get out.
Oh yeah, you don't seem too excited to be in the military. You're almost like, man, F that shit, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, you caught on quick. That's exactly what it is. Fuck that shit, I'm ready to go. Can we cuss on the show?
Yeah, bro, you can cuss on the show, man. So what is it? You just want to go and collect the check and say, you know what, I'm gonna use that money that I had in the Army and the benefits. Hold on, golly,
jeez, we got a podcast and you got an alarm going off.
Hey man, you gotta stay on your shit. Like, I have an alarm that goes off at 9:00 for me to write my goals down. But anyways, man,
Oh, that's what's up.
so basically you basically telling me, bro, so you just want to get a check and get the benefits in the army and just leave. Is that what you're doing?
Nah, so my first half of my career, I would say even longer than that, maybe my first 4 years of my 6 year, 10 year, I I was really enjoying it and I thought it was what I wanted to do with my life. But that was more so just because that was the easy decision to be like, well, I'm gonna stay in and do this military thing. That's the very easy decision. The army makes it easy to continue to stay in. It's hard to actually get out and make your own way. And I wanted to take the hard way, make my own way. So that's why I decided. Really just because I don't want anybody telling me what to do anymore ever for the rest of my life, like ever. So yeah, that's why I started my own thing, you know.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Jared, you got anything for him? Any questions or anything?
Where are you stationed?
Fort Drum, New York. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. It's not like New
What?
York City. People think, yeah, when I tell people I'm in New York, they think I'm in New York City. No, 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 no. I'm on the border of Canada, the very
Like
top of New York,
you like upstate New York?
upstate New
Yeah.
York.
Okay.
Probably
So,
As
cold,
far
ain't nothing going
as the
on.
upper state, as far as it gets.
so you've been in for
Cool.
6 years? You said you have a 6 year tenure?
Yeah.
Okay. That's awesome. Hey, kudos to you, man. Yeah, I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
nah, you ain't gotta salute me. That's like
Am I doing it right though? I feel
I
like
don't
I'm
do
doing it
any of
wrong.
I don't do any of the customs and courtesies, man. I don't do any of that stuff. You'd be surprised. Like we're not in some branches we're a lot more chill. We don't do all that stuff.
Still appreciate it though, man. My grandpa's a
Hey,
Yeah.
vet.
absolutely.
I understand the sacrifice that goes into that. So 100% appreciate you.
Well, it's this is another thing that a lot of people don't realize is that it's still at the end of the day, it's just a job. It doesn't a lot of the time you're left thinking like, man, people think that I'm doing this for them, but I'm not actually doing anything for them, you know? It turns into just a
Thank you for
job.
your
That's the
honesty.
real shit. You're not gonna see that in the movies, you know. That's when you're watching the stories about the SF guys out there really, giving arms and legs for this thing. But
Yeah.
that wasn't what it was like for me, to be honest, man. But I appreciate you saying thank you anyways.
I like the honesty, bro, because some
Yeah, it's just the
people
truth,
they
man.
they really they like let's be real. Most people go in the army for themselves. Like I thought about going to the army. I ain't gonna lie, I'm like, man, I'm through with this shit. I'm tired of my situation. I'm going to the army. That was one of the dumbest things I could say because you don't have to go into the army to make it. There's so many other ways you can make it. I thought about it and I thought good, and I'm like, nope, that ain't for me.
They almost
My
got
dad,
you. They almost got you, Marcellus.
man, they almost got me, bro. My dad, he was just like, no, you don't want to do that. He said, they're about to send your ass in the army. He's like, Donald Trump is president. He bound to make some shit happen. He's like, I don't want you doing that. My dad then there was like, no, you're not doing that. So I'm glad I didn't. And I'm glad I'm doing what I'm doing. But man, you gotta go ahead and you gotta describe this dripologist stuff you talk about because some people they don't understand what drip really means, man. We need you to classify what does drip really mean for you.
Okay. So it doesn't have to be any one thing or any one way. Dripology is simply just however you dress, whatever it is you put on that makes you feel good and thus perform good. Because it's proven, there's been studies done that prove that when you look good, you feel good, perform good, whatever it is that your profession is. So
Look good, play
I'm
good.
just real big on that. I'm real big on that psychological connection to looking good, feeling good. So that's what we do at Not Qualified Clothing. We're trying to make very unique products that make people want to go out and do something amazing.
Yeah,
Well,
I was just
dang,
gonna
bro.
I was just gonna ask. So like, obviously we got you on here for a reason. T.O.D. project stands for Triumph Over Defeat. And we really stand behind that. And I mean, we're more in the business sector of things, entrepreneurship, young entrepreneur type of stuff. So I guess I was gonna ask, how does that all start? I mean, you got a lot of different types of stuff on your Instagram. That link, just so you guys know, will be in the description of this. Spotify. If you're on Spotify, it's in the description. If you're on YouTube,
And
it's
I
in the description
appreciate
as
that.
well.
Thank you. Thank you.
Got to support the man. But yeah, all his links are down below. But yeah, so how'd that kind of come up? Where's it going? What are your views for it? I guess talk from inception to like where you're at now, where you want to go with it.
Okay, I'm glad you asked that. That's a great question.
Mhm.
So the idea for it actually only started about, I'm going to say 9 months ago now. It was when I was out in the middle of Afghanistan. And me and the new leadership that I had at the time were kind of butting heads. Things weren't going so
Hold
well.
on, wait a minute, man. So you telling me you in the middle of Afghanistan where they can drop a bomb on your head, you think about a clothing line.
Yeah, it kind of just happened that way. I didn't
Hell
mean to
yeah.
think of it. It just came to me because I was starting to have a shift in my thinking. Just being out there in Afghanistan, my life ticking away. I was like, I can't do this forever, but I didn't know what I was gonna do. So I started taking real estate courses because I was like, I think this will be cool. There seems like there's a lot of money in it. You know, you get to watching Grant Cardone on YouTube and you're like, I'm gonna be a fucking real estate guy. I don't even know what that means, but real estate, yes, it's the shit. So that's what I was doing, right? And then on the army side of things, I started butting heads with my current leadership, and you know, something happened, a mistake happened, everybody was okay, nobody got hurt, but they basically, you know, I took the blame for it, and they tried to hammer me. They tried to end my career right then and there. They gave me this thing called the NCOER, which is like your end of the year report card. You get it, everybody gets it at the end of the year, and you get rated on how you did. Well, on mine, they gave me the worst rating possible, which said not qualified. It was basically a slap in the face. And so at the very moment they gave it to me, I was sitting there. I remember sitting in that office when they gave that to me and just thinking like, I don't know how, but I'm about to turn this into a fucking brand. It was just this like crazy light bulb that went off in my head like that. That'll be so sick if they have to walk through a mall one day and see a brand called Not Qualified. So it was really just kind of like a way to troll them is what it started as. And then from there, it turned into this is what I'm doing with the rest of my life. And I want to make it the biggest brand in the world. So yeah, that's how it started.
That's
I like
awesome.
that.
That's so awesome. I got well, where's it going? Because on Instagram you got a lot of different stuff.
Yeah. So as far as the brand, right now I'm doing heavy custom pieces. I got a lot of orders right now. The most recent thing I did was a custom jacket, and I've got a lot of other things in the works I got to get done. And so I'm going hard on that for the next 3-4 months just to build interest in the brand to show like, hey, we're going to do some different things. But obviously, when it comes to scaling a business, custom work is not, there's only so many hours in a day that one man can do something like that. Those businesses never are able to grow at the rate that they need to get bigger. You know, you might get more followers, you might get more people showing support, but in the long run, if you want to reach a lot of people, you got to scale the business bigger. So I'm just doing the custom work for now, and then in the future is when I'm gonna work on actually, you know, getting the brand out there to more people, having a website, getting it in stores, all that.
So where do you see
Good.
the custom scene going? Like do you see so there's StockX, right? You know, you obviously know what StockX
Oh yeah,
is.
big sneakerhead here.
Okay.
Love stuff here.
Marcellus, you know what StockX is?
Yeah. I do.
Okay. So do you see possible custom stuff being able to get raffled off on StockX like that they completely having a completely dedicated like market to custom stuff, or do you still think it's just going to be like one to one A to B type of situation?
I think custom stuff is the future of dripology because it's custom sneakers have become a massive thing. They're everywhere on social media. If you start following one page with customs, any type of kicks, all of a sudden you're seeing all these other people who are doing it too. And there's some amazing stuff out there. People are very talented. You know, I kind of started to realize, you know, and we got custom homes, custom cars, now custom kicks. Why not custom clothes? Why not start making people some actual real custom clothes? And I followed the guy who gave me the inspiration to start doing it myself is a guy called JK101. Check him out on IG. He makes some really cool custom flannel shirts is usually what he sticks to. And he gave me the inspiration to just really get creative and let it shine. And so that's why I started doing what I'm doing right now.
Nice.
Do you have
Nice.
any like design background since you're doing all this custom? Like, did you just say, "Hey, fuck it, I want to jump into this type of situation," or
You know, I
you have
gotta be
some?
honest, I had never painted before until a couple weeks ago when I was like, my friend had asked me to make him a custom leather biker jacket. That one's on the page. You'll find it on there.
I see
And
it.
What?
yeah, it started off as just all right. I'm gonna put a couple of my logos on it, keep it simple. But then I was like, well, no, why, that's no effort. Why not actually go crazy and see if I can do something unique with it? So then it turned into doing some painting on it. And it turned out I was like, wow, I can actually paint a little bit. And, you know, I'm not gonna say I'm the best, but it wasn't too bad. So, and then from there, it's like, okay, I'm gonna do this.
We got Picasso over here. God dang, bro. You gonna mess around, have a
Yeah,
biker
bro.
gang supporting your shit too. They're gonna be walking around with leather jackets. And it's gonna be on the back, not qualified.
Yeah, we're
They
doing
gonna be
everything,
like, they
man.
gonna
We're
be
doing
like, what
leather,
the
we're doing denim. You know, I actually got right now. I'm working on a pair of jeans, fully custom painted pair of jeans. I've never seen jeans like this. I gotta be honest. So I'm really hoping that Like I'm making these for like some.
So is there like any like designers that you look up to, or you just gonna just
Oh,
go off your
absolutely.
what
Yeah, yeah.
designers do you look up to?
Okay, so do you guys know who Warren Lotus is?
Well, that name sounds familiar.
Warren
Ain't that
Lotus
hold on?
makes
Never heard
some
of him.
crazy hard stuff. Check him
That
out on
sounds
IG.
familiar. Warren Lotus. Okay.
That's one. John Geiger. You familiar with John Geiger? You've probably seen the shoes. They're starting to get big.
Yeah, John Geiger's a big man.
Yeah, he makes some cool stuff, really cool stuff. He's dropping his own take on the Air Force One here pretty shortly. I don't know if you've seen that. It's really cool.
Is like,
Sheesh.
is it going to be deconstructed?
It's basically just a very similar silhouette, kind of like what people are starting to do with Jordan 1s. I don't know if you know who Eric Kai is. He puts his own take on the Jordan 1s and puts a lightning bolt instead of the swoosh. They're sick.
Ooh.
All that custom stuff is starting to get really, really big. And that's why I think there's a big future for it, because in this day and age of where social media clout means so much to people,
Yes.
standing out, any way to stand out and have something different people love. So it's only going to get bigger, I think.
100%.
Big fact.
Are you interested? You obviously know who Virgil Abloh is, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love Off-White.
You
I
think-
love Off-White.
Yeah.
I just didn't say Virgil because, that's like such a big name. Everybody knows Virgil. at
Do
this point.
you think custom is going to get into high fashion and like be a staple in high fashion?
Do I think custom? Well, it already has.
Well, no,
honest, I'm-
like, do you think people like, let's say Virgil? Well, I mean, I guess I guess you're right, because he did take.
But when you see,
technically his what the first thing he came out with, like his take on the 10, like for the Nike shoes, technically those are custom. So I guess
Yeah.
in a way, yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, that's right.
But it also, the one-of-one custom pieces have already made it to celebrities. So anytime you see a rapper wearing a crazy unique jacket, it's probably a custom piece, things like that. So there are people out there doing this stuff. It's just not super, super common yet. There might be, if you go out to LA, there might be like a custom shop where you can literally walk into a store and there's a bunch of different artists who will make you a custom piece of clothing.
Mhm.
But there's not really many of those pop-up shops that I've seen. I've never seen one in person. I don't know if you guys have.
No, I've never seen one in person either.
And I think there's definitely a market for it, especially in the cities, like a shop where it's just, you got a bunch of talented artists in there and you can walk in and say, I want a custom jacket with this, 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 and this on it. I could kind of see that being a thing that not qualified as in the future, not just being a big brand with, mass production clothes, but also having little shops here and there where we do custom work. I would love to be able to get talented people on board for something like that, because that's what I'm all about, is bringing the people together who have talents and using them, to actually show people something unique.
100%. What's your end goal with not qualified? Where do you want? I guess obviously sky's the limit, but like what's your end goal like 20 years down the road?
20 years. I would like it to be as big a brand as any that people have ever seen. Bigger, to be honest, and not for the sake of. It's not even about the money or being able to say, "Ha ha, fuck you." People who told me I was not qualified. Nah, they've already seen it, and it's already past that point for me. It's not about the spite anymore. That's just why it started. Then it turned into, I realized the people that I have been able to meet because of this, and the conversations I've been able to have with them, it means so much to me. And I realized, this is more than clothes. At the end of the day, it is just clothes, and clothes don't make the man. But at the same time, the conversations that have happened because of the clothes and the things I've learned, it's amazing. And I want people to understand that this is all about going and doing the exact thing people said you couldn't. I've met so many people who gave up on talents and things that they should have been doing with their life because nobody ever believed in them. And I'm that guy who comes and says, well, hold up a second. You know you're great at this, right? And they're like, I don't know. Nobody's ever told me. And I was like, yeah, you're fucking great at this. You should be doing it. I'm that guy who comes and says that. And that's what this brand is. When you put it on, go do that thing.
Sheesh. Man, I can tell you got a strong passion for what you do, man. And that is freaking great. And when it comes to like the custom shoes, like I was looking on your store, I'm like, damn, I said, okay, he got custom shoes. Are you looking into do like backpacks or anything like that, like other accessories as well?
It could. I could do anything, I feel like, to be honest. If the surface will hold the paint, then yeah, I'll do whatever people want me to do. I might even end up doing a custom mask before I stop doing this. But like I said, it's probably going to be, it's probably going to be a brief period of time that I do it for, because I realize like if I get too wrapped up, I spending hours on this painting stuff. So if I get too wrapped up in that, I'll never get to focus on actually scaling the brand to build it bigger. So at some point it'll be like, okay, there's no more of that for now.
Hey, sometimes it just happens organically though, Sometimes
Yeah.
like you come out with a sick piece, post it on your IG, goes viral, then you got, sometimes that shit just happens and then you don't got to worry about it. Then you just got to be like, hey, I'm just going to keep doing this shit. It's blown up,
That's true. And, who knows? It could turn into that. If people like the custom work enough and it just keeps growing, then if I would feel very blessed to have the opportunity to do that and make a good living off that, because it's definitely an enjoyable thing. But I do know that no matter how good it does, how blessed I am with the custom work, people showing support, I'm still at some point going to be like, all right, now I got to build the brand bigger, because I do want to see it. I want people to be able to see it in the mall, go on an online store and get it, because it's more than just a cool looking piece of clothing. I want them to know the story, to know, hey, when you put this on, don't put it on and then go be a lazy fuck. No, put it on and do the thing that you haven't been doing, that you should be doing with your life, that you can do. You've just been letting people doubt you. Go do it.
Yeah, bro, they hear your voice, bro. They're gonna be motivated,
Preach.
man. You got like that Darth Vader vibe to you, like, God dang. Now, I do want to ask you about the malls and stuff, because, dude, Amazon is taking over. E-commerce is the motherfucking thing right now. And honestly, man, I think malls may not be as packed as people think they will be in the future. I think online shopping is gonna be the way to go. So do you think that e-commerce may take over the malls, or you think that it's just gonna, I don't know, do you think the way that people buy and stuff is gonna transition to straight online, or what?
So online shopping has definitely grown massively over the years, and I think even without COVID, it still would have, continued to grow
Oh
massively.
man, let's don't talk about COVID. Oh my, we can go hours about COVID.
Yeah, for real. That's why we won't even talk about it too much. But I'm sure you guys have seen the guys like a Boohoo Man. That brand has been growing so much. I mean, it's massive now. They did just get in trouble for, they got hemmed up for their factory workers not being paid enough, which of course they're not being paid enough. That's like what all these brands are doing.
Literally, Nike's paying off the government so they don't get fucked.
Yeah, almost certainly. So Boohoo Man, they fucked up and happened to be the ones who got caught. So now they're trying to backpedal. It's not going to be enough to stop them, because they make the dope amount of clothes that they have for as low prices as they have.
Right.
I want to know how that man came up with the business model that he has, because it's unlike any other online store that I've seen.
Yeah, that's a brand I definitely look up to, man. I'm always like, dude, I gotta give me one of their suits, man. The Boohoo Man suits, they're actually comfortable and nice, and
they
like
turn
said,
high fashion into, like, they are the standard for affordable high fashion, pretty much. I mean, that's what they do. But as far as the online shopping goes, I think it will only get bigger from here. But at the same time, the angle that after COVID, people are going to so badly want to go out and do everything instead of do it from home, I think there actually will be an increase in mall traffic for a couple of years from now, after COVID is a forgotten thought.
Honestly, I think if you, so Marcellus and I, obviously, we got a brand called Triumph Company. The website that we use is through Big Cartel. It's mainly used for, yeah, it's mainly used for like artists that want to sell their prints and stuff. So similar kind of realm that you're in. Customs is art, it's usually a lot of one-on-one pieces sometimes. So I would honestly suggest doing that for like a startup website. It's really easy and simple to kind of set up, and you don't even have to, I mean, what are we paying, like $10 a month, I think, Marcellus, for our, like we get like $50 limit, or like 50 product limit with like 3 or 4 pictures per product if we really want it. So there's plenty of room you can go with that. It's super easy and super seamless to set it up. Obviously you can go with like Weebly or Wix or whatever, but
sounds very similar to Squarespace. So me and my my partner at the time had actually messed around with Squarespace for the pullovers that we had. The first product we ever had was a pullover, and
the black and white one.
Yeah, the black and white ones.
Yeah.
Season drop one, as we call it. A little inspiration from Kanye there, but so we messed around with making a website on Squarespace, and then we realized, we everybody bought them out. We were sold out, so we didn't even need it. So I was like, all right, before we ever open a website, we got to have a lot more stock. And then the brand kind of went the direction of me doing these custom pieces for now. And I was like, this is a good way to build a following, a core following from the beginning of people who can see us and say that they're doing something different. Because I realized, like, yeah, even though the pullovers were a decent product that kind of everybody would mess with, it wasn't too far one way, too far the other. It wasn't different. It wasn't anything different. They would get the people to say, this, wow, okay, I haven't seen that before. So I realized that I want to do these custom pieces for now because it is something different.
Wow. Okay. If there was like one artist, actor, or celebrity that you would want to like wear your brand and be maybe a brand ambassador or a partner or somebody that's just wearing your brand, who would you want to support the not qualified brand?
That's a great question. I couldn't pick just one because there are a lot of there's a lot of musical artists and a lot of ball players and whatnot. I love basketball. I love the NBA. I don't know about you guys.
Ooh, I love NBA, bro. Let's go.
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant, my favorite player. Rest in peace.
I do know for a fact now it's a goal of mine to have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander wear a pair of pants that I make one day. I don't know if you know Shai.
Doesn't he play for the Bobcats or the Hornets? Or no, he plays for the Thunder.
OKC,
For the Thunder.
Shai's
Yeah,
on
the Thunder.
OKC,
Yeah.
That is the pants god. That man has some of the craziest pants in his closet I have ever seen. So if I could get him to wear a pair of custom not qualified pants one day, that would be sick.
Hey, you might be manifesting it right here, man. We heard it first on the T.O.D.
Alexander, you heard it here first. What about you guys for your brand? Who would you like to see in yours?
I'll let Jerry go first.
Okay. Honestly, I'd like to see fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger in our shit. That'd be dope.
Oh shit!
That's okay. That's an interesting one. Haven't seen Arnie in a while. He's been laying low.
God dang, that is very interesting. Sheesh, where could I go from that? Man, honestly, bro, God, because you go, it's so broad when you go to actors and celebrities and stuff, bro.
Yeah.
But damn, bro, I ain't gonna lie, man. If somebody like, let's see, who's a good celebrity that I really truly like, man. Honestly,
go so many ways with this.
I go so many. Okay, I'm gonna name more than one. One, bro. I know Travis Scott's part of Boohoo Man or Boohoo Man, whatever you want to call it, bro. But Travis Scott,
I didn't realize.
Him and Quavo, I think. Him and
Quavo.
They've definitely so they've done that is one thing Boohoo Man does really well is they come out with a line for different artists all the time. Mm-hmm. I recently bought some for their Burna Boy collab. I don't know if you guys like Burna Boy.
I seen it. I seen this the collab, but I'm not I haven't really listened to his music. I know who he is though. Another individual I'd like to see rock my brand because from Tullahoma, man, I like to see Justin Sheffield rock the brand.
There you go.
And when it comes to artists, man, A$AP Rocky.
Ooh, he's on that high fashion shit, bro.
But yeah, you're right.
Fashion. There's
let's go athletes then.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with like somebody in MLB like Bryce Harper. Then when it comes to NBA, sheesh, John Morant. If John Morant wore our stuff, I'd be happy.
He's so swaggy. He's so swaggy, bro.
He is.
Hey, him and Luka are my two favorite players in the league, hands down.
All right, can I call bandwagon on that Luka one though?
No. So I was, my son has me on Snapchat. He has me on Snapchat. I don't know if you saw, probably like a year ago, I was talking big on Luka already. That was before anybody was such a.
I think so. I think I remember, man. I remember.
I just saw and immediately knew something was different about him. Just I have a thing where I'm not a hater. If I see something amazing, I know it. I wish that investing in sports players was a thing. That should be a thing one day. Sports.
Man, I bet it is. I bet it is just underneath everything.
Yeah.
Technically, you're betting on games, so technically you bet on sports players.
Yeah, but I would like to see it shift to more of almost like a stock market thing where you can buy.
Hey, give me 200 shares of Luka.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Talking about, the sports betting world is so big and the investing world is so big. Everybody's doing it from their phones now.
That'd be the most volatile.
An app like that? Oh, it'd be sick.
That'd be the most volatile market of all time. Period.
Yeah.
Well, if you think about it though, the coaches, not the coaches, but the owners of the teams they're basically betting on their players and investing in them. That's basically like their stock of their team, their company, where you want to call it. Like Mark Cuban, he did a great thing. He's got some Luka stock. He owns the Mavericks. So
Mark Cuban is the reason why I believed in Luka so much, because
Mark Cuban's the man.
it's actually really simple to figure out what's the next big thing. Is you just pay attention to the richest and most powerful people, and Mark Cuban's one of them. And for him to pick Luka Doncic, I was like, well, he did it with Dirk. He knows what he's doing. I guarantee he already knows this guy's gonna be incredible, and he was right.
Yeah, man. Luka's about to win some MVPs. I believe he's gonna get him a couple rings too before he go.
He needs Bron to get out of the league first. That's still his dad.
But LeBron seems like he's gonna do like 3 or 4 more years.
He signed a 2-year extension with the Lakers today. What was it, 85 million or something?
That's gonna be nothing.
85 mil. 85 mil.
Bro, that's chunk change for him. That's chunk change. 85.
How much does he make off his shoe endorsement with Nike? I know it's billions, bro.
He's probably made more from that than he did in the NBA.
Yeah, he had that contract back when he was in high school.
Yeah, he was 18 coming out of high school with a Nike contract. Get out of that shit.
Straight up savage, bro. Zion next though, when it comes to that big endorsement deal, that man's a beast.
He got an what was he with Under Armour right away or Gatorade right away out of high school?
I think yeah.
Out of Duke, the 1 year out of Duke.
Yeah, he was.
Well, with Gatorade right away, I think he went with like a shoe brand right away too. I want to say.
Yo, did Matt freeze up?
Yeah, he did.
Shoot, Matt done exited the podcast.
He did freeze up.
I don't know if he's gonna pop back up or what. I mean, it's pretty dope, bro. We got into sports and talking about who we'd like to put onto our brand, and listening to him makes me want to like kind of up my game on like our graphics, our designs, and just really focusing on the overall product of our brand. Because and this man right here, Steve Jobs, helps me out with that too. Because that dude was obsessed with his Apple. Oh, I was about to ask Matthew a good question about Steve Jobs, because Steve Jobs used to walk around in like a freaking black like turtleneck, some fucking Levi jeans, and some New Balance shoes. Oh, yeah. And he was running shit.
he was drip. That's drip. He's just looking the part. He's just acting like he knows everything. He's down with it. He doesn't need no Gucci. He's got the whole brand at his fingertips. Even when he is dead, I bet he's still pulling strings. No doubts. He's in his grave just with his just little juju fingers. He's got it.
And I've noticed about billionaires, man, a lot of billionaires don't dress in a lot of drip.
No.
Elon Musk, you're not gonna catch him in a lot of drip. Warren Buffett is not a lot of drip. Jeff Bezos, none of those guys, none of them wear a whole bunch of high fashion ass shit.
I don't think honestly, I don't think like that is I don't think that's a mindset thing. I think it's just what they got brought up on.
You think so?
Yeah. Like, I mean, like, let's be honest, like the people you see in like drip and stuff. I really never say drip until now. He's got that ingrained in my head. You really never see drip on like main business, like white collar businessman. You usually see it on like like the hip hop artists, the athletes, the people who like grew up like wanting to be flashy. I feel like it's just a style thing. Like they could if they wanted. It's not like like you're telling me if they spent clothes on Gucci, you'd really put them back. No.
I mean, I think what it is these guys, they're so busy with their crafts and their business that they ain't got time to be wanting to look for the newest brand or the newest custom this. They're like, hey, look, let me get a regular suit, a regular t-shirt. Let me go on about my day. I got to go out here and serve the people. Honestly, I think, maybe when I'm like 30, 40 some years old, I'm probably not going to be wearing all flashy shit like that either, dude, because my mind's going to be on how can we get Triumph Company to a multi-millionaire company or even further down the road, because I'm glad we had this podcast, because like
it's
I said,
it's just a preference thing, I'm saying.
Yeah, it is a preference thing. But I mean, that's what people like to do. Some people like to look good as fuck. Some people like to have the newest J's and spend $300-$400 on some shoes. And some people like to put $300 or $400 into something else. So it's everybody's preference.
Is he out? Did he message you at all? Having technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Connection difficulties like we
he
did.
He did not say anything back.
Okay. Guys, right now, I guess when we're kind of in this little hiatus, go down into the description of the podcast. Check out Matt's links. His personal Instagram, Matthew_Carnes_1, and Not Qualified Clothing is down there as well. Not_qualified_clothing. It's all down there in the description, as well as our socials, Marcellus and I's socials for our Instagrams. They'll be down in the description below. Also, as well as Triumph Company and T.O.D Project. So remember, use code TOD10, capital T, capital O, capital D, 10 at triumphcompany.us for 10% off your order at checkout. I don't know if he's coming back in. Did he send a message in our Instagram chat?
No, he has not sent a message. So I guess that is done and clear. We have done the podcast. Also, guys, we're about to do a 100 follower giveaway on Instagram. We're about to get people masks. We're about to go ahead and design that and get ready for that. We're excited to blow this thing up. Hope everybody has a good night. And that's the end of the podcast.
Take it easy, everybody. Thank you for coming out and watching / listening to episode 4 of the TOD Project. Take it easy. Hope you guys have a good day.